Alright, what is going on, everybody? I am back here once again on the channel. I want to thank y'all for tuning into this video. It's a very important video to you, boy. Now, if I'm looking this way, it's because I'm not used to looking directly at y'all, but I'm going to get better at that. So, I'm here today to talk to y'all about Ghost of Yotei and my experience with Ghost of Yotei and my review of Ghost of Yotei. Now, you got a little bit of me talking and through the video, and you see a little bit of gameplay going on. This was during my whole, trying to get the platinum run, trying to get the platinum to pop, and trying to get the second of the Ghost of Yotei series trophies. I platinumed Ghost of Tsushima. So I told myself when I got this game on October the 3rd, the day after it came out, I said, I have to get this platinum. And I didn't expect this game to be as good as it actually was. This game is a masterpiece and a fuck ton of fun. There are some gripes I have about it. There's especially with the trophies. I would say with the trophies a little bit. If you have the shamisen, which is your instrument, it's easier to find stuff. Yes. But there's also a trophy tied to getting all the songs. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I grinded out every trophy without looking at a guide, because I did, for every trophy. I was tired. I experienced this game's story, and man, let me tell you something. It was fucking incredible. People are saying the story is what this game lacks the most. They say that because it is, for them, a step down from Ghost of Yotei is what I've heard people say. But why would you change the formula when it works so good in the first place? Now, the thing with me is, you didn't need to change the formula. You didn't need to at all. This game follows, of course, Atsu, who was, her family was, taken out, we'll say that, taken out in a very brutal way in front of her. And she was left for dead, basically, as a little girl. And the story follows her 16 years after that happens, hunting down the men that killed her family in the Yotei 6. And you go through the game, and the progression of the game is fucking awesome. The different weapons you get, the Yari, the Kasadigama, the dual katanas, the pistol, the gun. Everything that you get in this game is brilliant, and it's so fun to use. The Kasadigama is the most broken thing in the game. Once you master it and you learn that technique where you can pull in the enemies towards you, you could slaughter anybody. I don't care what armor you have on. Of course, I had to obtain all the armors in the game to get the trophies. So, of course, I had a time with that. I will say, I had a time with that. But I will say, man, none of these trophies, except towards the end of me going for this platinum, did it ever feel like a grind. This whole open world, just look at what you're watching. Look at it. It's fucking gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's I don't even know what else to say. It's just gorgeous. This game is it perfect? No. Is it perfect to me? Yes. Yes. It is absolutely perfect to me. I enjoyed the fuck out of this game. This was my most anticipated game of 2025. And of course, it lived up to every expectation I had. And every expectation I had was set by Ghost of Tsushima, which is a game that I adore. Honor died on the beach is a quote that I say all the time in my head. I adored Ghost of Tsushima. Like I've told you guys in the past with gaming videos and live streams, I don't platinum stuff unless I really fucking enjoy it. So, for me to platinum Ghost of Tsushima and then Ghost of Yotei, it wasn't just, oh man, I got the platinum for Ghost of Tsushima, I better get it for Yotei. No, I lost myself in this game. I completely lost myself in this game, and it was a trip down. Okay, it was a trip down memory lane in a sense that there she is. She watched me play the whole entire game. Do I have any Alfredo left in there?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I was just asking because we go through Alfredo like underwear. Um, it was a trip down memory lane because the formula is so familiar. If you've played Ghost of Tsushima, then you will love Ghost of Yotei. Um, I think both games are good. For me, I prefer this game over Ghost of Tsushima. Now I know that's a hot take. I know a lot of people are like, man, Ghost of Tsushima was better. Well, number one, the people that are complaining about Ghost of Tsushima being better than this game is the people that were griping that the main character was female. That's those
What's
people
wrong with you?
that are saying that. The people that are saying, "Oh, do I have to play as a girl? Can I play as a guy?" Those are the same people saying that Ghost of Tsushima is better than Ghost of Yotei, because everything about this game is better. The environment, your horse. One thing I want to talk about with the horse real quick. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm excited. I just popped the platinum, and I will be by the time you guys are seeing this, the stream for Marvel Rivals ranked with Iron Man will already be going on. But one thing with the horse. If you guys remember, and if you're an OG to the channel, I think it's on this channel, only on our gaming channel, but it'll probably be on Brother Entertainment. Then you know that this hi cat that my biggest gripe about Ghost of Tsushima was when you're jumping off a cliff that isn't that high, your horse would land and fling you off. They fixed that in this game. Your horse jumps, lands, and you stay on your horse. Thank you, Sucker Punch. I just can't say enough about this game. It just blew me away. It's one of my favorite games of all time that I've ever played. In terms of story, in terms of environment, none of this stuff. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going for the platinum. This is getting really. Now I will say there is points where I got annoyed with this platinum,
The climbing.
and specifically the fucking climbing fucking shrines. I play games with one hand due to my cerebral palsy. As you guys know, if you've been here for a while, if it's your first video, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. It really helps me out a ton. So the climbing bits for me were a little bit confusing at times. Then I realized, when in doubt, just look the fuck up. That's all you have to do. When you don't know what to do, fucking look up. Guarantee you there's a fucking log that you can hook your rope to and pull yourself up. There wasn't many times in this run for the platinum that I was like, oh my god, I want this to be over. I didn't want this game to end. When I finished all the side content and all the stuff, I was sad because I realized that once I get this platinum, until they come out with a new game plus in a couple months, I won't touch this game. Like, I'll delete it and won't touch it until I get a new game plus, and then I can play on Japanese, English subtitles for new game plus. I didn't play the game like that for my first time around. Normally, because number one, I can't speak Japanese. Number two, because I was live streaming my whole playthrough of Ghost of Yotei. If you haven't checked it out, it's on this channel that you're watching right now. Please go check it out. Can I have a drink of that water? I've been talking for a solid fucking 8 minutes and I'm about to die.
Stop.
Give me just a second.
One more for the road.
Oh, that one lit.
Man, trying too much.
It hurt when my lip has been lost. It's burning.
Thank you. Oh,
What is wrong?
my lip, man, my lip. Damn.
Are you hearing the skin off your lip?
Yeah, well, this time I couldn't help it. It was my hand. So I just grabbed
Mine
it.
was hurting.
Anyway, this game to me is an absolute freaking masterpiece. It's just wonderful. Of course, half this gameplay that y'all are seeing is just me riding a horse. I didn't grab gameplay of combat, which when you finish all the side stuff, it's kind of sparse, kind of scarce. You know, you could be riding your horse and you just get fucking thrown off your horse because a fucking ninetail shoots a flaming arrow at your ass. And you don't see them because they blend in, especially if you're in the snowy areas, you don't see them because they blend in with the snow because they wear white armor. So it was kind of scarce through the end game. Of course, if you guys want to see combat, want to see me. Now, I will tell y'all, I played this on normal difficulty. I played this on normal difficulty, and Takezo the Unrivaled still whipped my ass. That took me a little bit. I thought I was going to have to get the stress ball out. When we start the Marvel Rivals stream, the stress ball will come out, especially because I'm going to be playing ranked Iron Man for the first time. But this is not a Marvel Rivals video. This is a fucking Ghost of Yotei review. Yeah, this game is just absolutely wonderful. I think the characters are really well done. If you haven't played the game yet, spoiler alert here. Please click off. Stop talking for a minute. Okay, so now that the people that haven't played the game are gone, the twist that when you find your brother and then you find out that it's Jubei, holy shit, I was floored. Because normally in this game you can kind of tell. You know what I mean? You know, you're like, oh. Like when fucking Jin fucking his uncle was pissed off because he poisoned him or whatever and all this stuff, and you knew that your uncle was kind of a prideful prick, you could kind of see that coming. In this game, I was genuinely shocked because at first I thought that the samurai, before we knew he was Jubei, would be a love interest, just like Yuna was a love interest for Jin in the first game. And then he's like, oh, where did you get that sword? And then he's like, off, I think she said off a old man or something like that, or something. Off a Oni Raider or something like that. And he goes, don't lie. And she goes, it was my father. And he stops. And he goes, what's wrong? You don't recognize your own brother? And I lost my shit. Because through the whole game, you know, we never saw her brother die, technically, in that opening cutscene.
You only saw her father.
When you're fighting the snake. So, and I was so engrossed with the story that I had forgot that. So when I'm hunting down these Yotei 6 pieces of shit, you know, in Lord Saito, I forgot that I had never seen her brother die. Like, I just forgot. And so when that twist came, like, I was just so blown away. I was like, oh, that's right, we haven't seen him die. Holy shit. Another thing I want to talk about in this game that I really enjoyed, and I thought it added a fucking masterpiece to this game, and I thought it was fucking hilarious and a lot of fun, and the stories were really good to them, were the bounties. If Sucker Punch makes a third Ghost game, whether it's a Ghost of whatever the fuck, they can call it that, and I'd probably buy it, because Sucker Punch does not make bad games. They've never made a bad game in their fucking life. Check my facts, people. They haven't. If they go in that direction, personally, me, I would like to see another Infamous game, because I grew up playing the Infamous games, but that's just me. If we go in the direction of Ghost, again, can we do it in the style of like a Ghost of a Shinobi or something like that? Because the idea of having contracts and bounties could further, if you're a Shinobi, which for those of you who are retarded and don't know what a fucking Shinobi is, a Shinobi is a ninja assassin. So, if the story... You didn't know what a Shinobi was?
I had an idea.
Anyway, a Shinobi is a ninja assassin. If we can go and further, if we go further into the Ghost franchise, which I'm sure they will because it's made them a fuck ton of money so far, then there's only one thing you need to do. There's only one thing you need to do. and that's when and if we get another ghost king. And if we're a shinobi, make those bounties be progressive towards your gear and your upgrades, not finding altars of reflection and going and then you get a fucking point to upgrade your stuff. Make now the bounties were rewarding because you got coin and you could upgrade your gears with the coin that whatever. But make it to where the only problem I had with the bounties is they only gave you coin. Like there was some bounties where you got charmed, there were some bounties where you did get some armor, but it was only like 2 or 3 out of the fucking what is it, 31 bounties in the game. So if we do get another Ghost of Yotei or Ghost, third game, then make those bounties progressively and make that how you rank up. Make it you have to hunt people down to rank up. There wasn't many complaints I had about this game. I think the wolf. I will talk about this because that was the biggest selling point for me. Of course, if you don't know, I am Norse pagan and I love wolves. So the big selling point for this game for me, the instant, which I knew I was going to buy it regardless because it was another Ghost game and it was another game from Sucker Punch. But when I saw that first trailer and they told us in that state of play, you will have a wolf companion, I expected to have a goddamn wolf companion. Now, you do, in a sense, in this game, you do have a wolf companion.
But you thought it would be with you more often?
I thought it would be with me like my horse.
No, it's not.
Because that's the way that they made it out to sound.
It just shows up randomly.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I don't like. Now, I've only got a few more minutes to talk here, but as a guy who loves the wolves, and you tell me, hey, you're going to have a wolf companion. A companion is with me all the time. I shouldn't have to pay my little banjo to have him show up. And
Loki, stop.
Have his name. What is he doing?
He's trying to get to his charger.
Leave that dog alone. Your charger is all the way over there. That dog ain't going to get your charger.
Hey, that dog's crafty. I don't care.
He is mean, y'all. Y'all ain't met one yet. Hopefully you'll meet him soon. But he's mean. He's meaner than a snake. But when you tell me, oh, hey, there's going to be a wolf companion, I expect to be able to fucking get a goddamn wolf companion.
I wanted it to be named, but I had a name.
You do get to name it. But can I remember my name? I remember in English it's Fang. I don't know what it is in Japanese, but the name doesn't matter. It doesn't, you don't get to whistle for it and say, hey, Fang, come here. Or, hey, whatever the fuck. With your horse, when you whistle, it'll say, the name, which mine was Night, or I think it was Midnight or something like that, or Moon. It was Moon in Japanese. So it's not like with your horse where you can go, hey, Moon, get over here. You have to save wolf dens, which I thought was really fun and really cool, and then you kind of slowly earn the wolf's trust. But then to be able to call the wolf with your shamisen, which is your thing, you have to get 10 wolf dens. And there's a trophy attached to the wolf dens. So I had to grind out on wolf dens. Now, your shamisen does help you out, with the and locating stuff. If you just follow the wind, you will find stuff that you're looking for. But when it came to me, the last couple trophies I was looking for, number one, it said I had finished all the shrines in Azo, which wasn't true. I had like 2 more to go for a trophy. And then for the fox mask, I was confused, but I figured it out. So that is my review of Ghost of Yotei. If you guys like what you've seen here, please don't forget to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out a ton. And don't forget, y'all are getting a fuck ton of more Marvel Rivals gameplay coming. Because I'm going to be a goddamn celestial Iron Man, mark my words. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'll get there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. See you guys in the next one.